Now, the fall of France in Western Europe has led to a pretty good Spain as well as pretty good, scary Hitler. You might be asking yourself, Drew, what does that mean? Good, scary. I don't know what that means, but it means he's scary in a good way. I mean, that doesn't sound right, but he's in a good position to be very scary. Is maybe a better way to put it. Anyways, let's go to the next turn. We made it just under turn 100 in the last one, so I'm guessing we'll be at turn 125. And at the end of the video, I don't know, so there might be a lot of people that don't even realize this, but I do outros in my videos for every single one of my videos. But at the end of the last video's outro, I wait, what did I talk about? I don't even remember what I was going with that. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later because I'm sure I'll remember in the next one. But anyways, point is, Spain got at Barcelona. Spain got at Barcelona. This is a great day. This is obviously just such a good day. I definitely don't do any crack. Yeah, so that means now Spain's at 5 cities, and they control. They've got a good hold over southern France. Ooh, a couple peace deals. So Hitler and Constantine from Rome. Yeah, Constantinian archer. It's interesting that they go with that naming instead of a Roman archer. That's partly why I'm a little bit more confused than normal, because the icons aren't necessarily. Yeah, it means that this Roman mod is still compatible with the Augustus mod. Anyways, Texas and the Chinook now working against the CSA, which could keep everyone's favorite pick, Lincoln, safe. It's actually not everyone's favorite pick, but I know that there's generally a lot of people that root for America. That is kind of a godsend. Yeah, there it is, right there. There's the peace deal. You owe Texas your life, USA. And actually, this could be the end of the Confederate States. What a turnaround. What a twist ending. I don't know. That's a really big thing to say, Drew. Come on. But we could see New Orleans fall. If New Orleans falls and Atlanta, that's a huge swing. That's huge. The Chinook are also involved, but they're not going to do anything. Chinook have, no military. They're just there for moral support, which the AIs like to do. AIs like moral support. What are you doing, Chinook? Or Chukchi? Well, get your stuff going, Chukchi. He's probably been sitting there for most of the game. And Chola has decided to be Korea, so we'll see them along the Korean peninsula. Timurids have a pretty big army, but again, the thing that keeps Kazakhstan safe every single time are these mountains. So I think Kazakhstan's going to stay around for a little bit longer. Spain is peaced out with France. And there we go. We've got a first kind of Indian war. Not really. Well, Chola didn't reach out into any other... No, I'm sorry. This is the Maratha. Maratha, did you settle someplace you weren't supposed to? Because you pissed off some civs that aren't even close by to you. I might be blind right now. Maybe they did settle a city that they weren't supposed to, but whenever you see civs that are kind of far away from the capital of the civ they declared war on, that's usually a sign. Anyways, Chichen Itza has been built by Argentina. And I think Argentina would be my pick so far out of South America. I think what's going to be interesting about this map is because it's so closed down. Again, South and North America aren't as safe as they have been in the past. The Ashanti could easily launch an attack for Argentina. That actually, I think, is likely to happen. Wow, Atlanta fell. That's kind of crazy. The Moguls versus the Maratha. Ooh, it's going to be a battle, though, because they might not hold on to Atlanta. Atlanta. Do you have broads in Atlanta? Texas doesn't anymore. They did for a split second there, and then they lost it. So that's just what happens. Oh, Texas had to give San Antonio up. Oh, that means Sioux's got 5 cities now. Are we going to see a repeat? Are we going to see a strong Sioux? It's going to be way different this time around. Last time we played with the Sioux in North America, it was a different map, obviously, but these mountains always give the AI, they always, force the AI into a rough situation. California and Chinook, their capital, Sacramento, it's going to be tough to take. It's going to be tough to take. And we've got Hitler. We've got Hitler pyramids. All right. That's a fun way to start this off. Where are they at? There they are. Boom. All right, cool. We got Nazi pyramids. That's fun. That's kind of fun. And Stalin kind of stalling right now. He's not. That's such a lame joke, Drew. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. He does have a second city though. Minsk. Oh, in his Leningrad. I didn't see Leningrad. So he's like the only Russian civ so far that's been continuing to settle. And that's kind of interesting. Turn 107. I really still like the Sumer with 13 population. They've got to have. Oh well, Memphis is at 16. The Old Kingdom has been quiet. Maybe that's why they've been focused on population. They've been focused on baby making. There's the Boers with Johannesburg. And who are you? Boom. Okay, Texas got Atlanta back. So they got those broads back. Mali declared war on Spain, and so did Rome. I don't think Rome can get over here. I don't know what the Europeans are doing at this point. CSA got it back. It's just a big distraction. It's a big distraction scheme. This is the best thing for the Sioux, is for those two powerful countries just to go at it and kill each other's navy, is what I'm trying to say. I'm shocked that none of this stuff's been settled. Like, everywhere else in the world is being just totally colonized. And we've got all this space still. I mean, Carlos III seems like he's the most aggressive in terms of settling. But now he's at war. I'm sure he stretched himself out a little bit too thin there with 5 cities. I think the Sioux are the only one that have 5 cities at the moment. I didn't realize also the Ashanti have 3 coastal cities. Makes it even more likely that we could see a naval invasion. Probably a pre-industrial naval invasion. Could you imagine that? I don't know how scared the Ashanti are of Mali. I don't know if did I mix it up? We have Ashanti with 3 coastal cities, not Mali. But I'm worried the Ashanti might be too concerned with Mali's forces here. If that's the case, I don't think we're going to see that naval invasion. But it'd be cool, because they could theoretically do it pretty easily if they just, New dynasty has emerged out of the east. Very interesting mechanic that's taking place here. This is a pretty big frontal war that I didn't talk about, but I don't think any of the AIs have the units yet to siege a city comfortably just yet. We'll see. I might be wrong about that. Bulgaria certainly made me feel like a fool. So I maybe the Moguls were the next one on the list to make me think. I've been so bad at predicting so far in this. I've been predicting pretty just wrong all the time. So CSA is going to keep this. I'm wondering if the Sioux will go after the Confederate States next. Texas in a much worse spot. Mexico also with 3 coastal cities, and all along the Atlantic, not the Pacific. That's probably just a coincidence, but it's really good for Mexico if they build up a navy. If they had 2 cities along the Atlantic Ocean and 1 along the Pacific, that's not good, especially since they don't have a canal city. But at least they're settling along the same ocean. That's good, right? Kind of. And boom, Maratha and Chola. So India's finally broken out into war. We've got Maratha fighting 2 different fronts, though. That's not good. Especially, I didn't realize the Mongols are the only ones that have a second city. Close by, at least. Everyone else is kind of separated. Pretty smart to get their tiles like this. Ooh, and Japan. Does Japan have enough of a force? Nope, Japan won't be able to take this over. Not unless the Shah go after them. Is your name is changing? That is what's happening. Shane, wait, what is happening here? Okay, I need to look into... This is a very interesting mod. That's what I need to look into over the break. That's what I need to do over the to-do list. I've been saying that I'd look into some of this stuff, and then I get distracted, and I'm not able to. Really like how the Champ are going after Indonesia. And there it is. All right, that is exactly what you needed. The Sioux now going after the Confederate States. This could help out Texas by quite a bit. Mexico's going to try to help, but yeah. Pretty big pickup. I didn't realize this. Since New York is settled by Florida, they're cutting off the Gulf of Mexico from the rest of the ocean, giving them a little bit of power over Texas and Mexico themselves. Sumer are in a war. Is that against Oman? That's against the Turks. Oh. I'm really shocked that the Turks haven't done anything to, especially Byzantium, as they were, struggling. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think really it's anybody's game. Romania is coming over, it looks like, to take over France, who's just at Paris at the moment. I mean, we've got most of the world at 2 to 3 cities. Even if you're at 4 cities, that's not a significant amount more. We do have the Sioux with pikemen moving in to Montgomery. Montgomery. I don't know why. Couldn't say that for a second there. And then I think Texas will more than likely start to push forward. Well, they should be careful. They need to wait for the Sioux to start their own attack, and then maybe. Yeah, places still with a lot of land left. North America, obviously. Definitely Eastern Asia. Which the fact that the Timurids are not taking advantage of this is kind of a big deal. I figured they would. But they are definitely not. I don't know who you are. I clearly don't know a lot of these icons. Oh, is that looks like the Turks, yeah. The Turks and Kazan. So you guys had a peace deal there. I think the Sumer look good, especially with their unique unit. This Vulture unit, I believe, is a melee. Yeah, it looks like it replaces the Spearman. What's going on here? Oh, I thought there was a siege tower or something. That's the mining icon. I see. Okay. I'm not used to some of these, so like I have to turn down the graphics. Like I usually start the graphics off in a really good, high quality spot, and then as we go further into the campaign, slowly decrease the graphics. So when I zoomed in, I'm not used to seeing this like real beautiful structure right here. It's usually not very common. Yeah, we don't normally see that sort of thing. Anyways, still nothing in South America, which is a big deal. We didn't really look over religion because we kind of looked over religion in the last one. And Montgomery should fall, and I think Atlanta's going to get taken back. The fact that Atlanta's already at 3 population is kind of crazy, that it's exchanged hands so many times. I'm assuming this is a really fertile area. Well, yeah, I mean, they've got all these farmlands next to a river, and there's pretty much no production. It's just all about population. That'll be good. It'll be a good pickup for Texas. And has America rebuilt yet? Not really. They should try to step in here, I think. Try to take at least Richmond away. I seriously doubt the Confederate States will lose everything. They'll probably stay with at least Richmond. Oh, they also have their own little... They've got these little manors. I really enjoy looking at these like kind of new icons on the map. It's really nice to see these changes. Ooh. Yeah, the Sioux might just steal that away. I don't know who's going to take this next. Let's see. Actually, I don't know. It'd be better if the Sioux move and then Texas moves. Let's see right now. We need to check back on India. Boom. Oh, that was smooth. You got lucky there, Texas. You got really lucky. I think they're going to hold on to it now. And that's really good because if the Sioux got up another city after Montgomery's at 10 population though. They need to be careful there. Yeah, let's go back to India. Very likely that the Marathan capital falls. The Mughals have surrounded the city. Someone's going to take it over. I don't know who it is. It seems like there's a race from all different sides. But yeah, the Mughals have 3 archers. I guess Chola could just sneak in, which they would need it. Remember, they're in the Korean Peninsula too, so they could really use this. I'm surprised that this game is so even. I don't think anyone's been completely eliminated yet. Even Byzantium's still around. And even if Chola loses this capital, enough cities were settled in the very beginning where people are still surviving. There it is. And it was the Mughals. Okay, so it's very likely that we see the Mughals rise up out of India. Now with 3 cities, their capital's at 16 population. I mean, of course, Maurya is here to their east. They got to be careful with their Their Morian war elephants, I think, is really cool, by the way. Oh, Chola also has another settlement. Dang, they've been colonizing everywhere. Chukchi finally on the move again. It looks like they might be going after Hawaii. And Texas is pieced out. Probably for the best. Keep Atlanta. Let the Sioux take Montgomery, if they can do it. I think it's still going to be pretty close. But notice the Confederate States are the only other civ, at least in North America, with pikemen. Oh, no. I'm wrong about that. The Chinook have pikemen. I am definitely wrong about that. More people going after the Turks. They should be fine. I don't think anyone's going to take the Turks over yet. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Kazan. Yeah. Possibly Kazan at some point. But not yet. Soviets look good, and the Soviets are continuing to settle. Ah, man, I kind of want to see that scenario. I kind of want to see that. And Nigeria lost their capital. Oh, they might be the first ones destroyed from Benin. Yep, Nigeria is, I think, the first civ destroyed completely. Look at the Ashanti settling. What are you guys doing? And there we go. We've got our first Latin American war. It's not, I shouldn't say Latin America because there's a lot of natives here. But, yeah, Mexico and Argentina working together. Going after Nazca? Actually, yeah, Argentina's totally good to take this city. I don't know how the natives are going to reinforce. Actually, no, yeah, they've already had... They're very lucky they have this infrastructure being built. If they didn't, it'd be almost a guarantee, I think, that Argentina would take that. The Niri, Notkianam Bornu. I'm thinking of the wrong... Okay, so but you guys are all destined to fight it out for this city, it looks like. There's going to be a big race to eliminate the next civ. Very much anybody's game. That's the craziest thing about this, is we are ending the third video here, and I don't see anybody that looks like a clear, victor. I mean, I like China, but at 3 cities, they're not the best. I like the Soviet Union, to be honest. If they continue settling out this way, they could look really good. North America looks good, but it really depends on how much... you still can't tell. It's still too difficult to tell. Especially with the Chinook doing pretty well. They could give the Sioux, I think, a run for their money. Let's go one more turn. So we would have made it almost 30 turns in this video, which is good. I don't even know what the Nazis are doing at this point, but they're doing something. And more wars popping up. Alright, guys, so I'm going to stop right there. A little bit of change happening to... Oh, Maratha was destroyed, right? I thought Maratha was destroyed. I might be totally wrong about that. And Argentina did take over Nazca. So Argentina looks good in South America. I don't want to repeat myself here, but I'm just really shocked that it's still anybody's game. Usually by video 3, there's somewhat of a contender, I guess, but there's still nothing. So this is going to lead to an I think interesting few videos in the series. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.